Ay, sabi ni Secretary, the World Bank should apologize for she feels that that report shamed us. She said, that's old data. It's 2019. I want to start with that because even if it were old data, after 2019 was 2020 and then 2021. See, may alam naman ako sa math. But in 2020 and 2021, I mean, it was COVID, di ba? Nobody's fault. It's COVID. But we don't really expect that things actually improved in 2020 and 2021. So what really is the basis for being hurt here? I mean, to be perfectly frank, I don't think people, especially coming out of the PISA results a few years back, really found anything new with what the World Bank said.
I think there's a misunderstanding of what the Secretary was pointing out with the report. Of course, we welcome all analysis. In fact, we are doing continuous analysis of the results of these international assessments, including PISA. We're mining the data to understand where the gaps are, why we perform that way. I think the point of the Secretary, and it is in her press statement, is the incompleteness of the World Bank report. Because she was saying it's all data in the sense that the World Bank did not articulate anything about what the Department of Education has been doing since the release of this study, even if the World Bank knows directly that we are doing things about it, and in fact, we're negotiating one loan with them on some of the things that will address this problem. And the other one is the lack of the historical context of this report. It's as though this results is it's just in this present time when this is a product of a long evolution of our educational system, of which the World Bank itself is directly involved throughout the years. And in fact, she mentioned the programs that have been supported by the World Bank to address quality since the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and so on. So it's as though it is within an arm's length and discussing only at this point. I think that was the point of the Secretary in her remarks to the World Bank report. We welcome the analysis, and the results of this analysis are open to all, available to all to study. And in fact, that was the reason why we participated in this international assessments. The World Bank itself welcomed this as a great opportunity to understand what the state of the education system in the Philippines. We participated in PISA only for the first time in 2018 since its inception in 2000. And it also acknowledged that we participated in teams after a 16 or so years break.
So I want to go back to the PISA results from 2019. I do think the administration and the incumbent education officers deserve credit just for the courage, to go through the PISA process and for once and for all have our baseline, knowing full well that it was not going to be flattering from the very start. So I want to have a forward-looking question to end this program with. 2022 na next year. See, I'm continuing with my math. So 2022 next year, election na. Regardless who wins, of course, after the PISA results and we now have the baseline. Of course, any reasonable person knew that not everything is going to change within 1 year, maybe even 2 years. But with a fresh slate, whoever wins in 2022, 6 years, what is possible for the next administration over the next 6 years? What can be a clear goal in terms of our rankings, in terms of our grades in the PISA results by where does that put us, 2028?
Well, as you can very well know, it will take time. You said that it took courage, and we will have that same courage to continue, let's say, with the 2022 round. Will it have the impact that an overnight, it will not. I mean, the countries that joined PISA ahead of us knows that it is difficult to move the needle on matters of quality. But there are things that we're doing. For example, we have a professional development program on assessment with focus on PISA that we're about to roll out very soon in DepEd. And the first thing you do is look at the novelty of this exam and try to remove that novelty with respect to our own teachers and learners and see, in other words, you remove the things that might have
Handicapped us.
still distorted the kind of showing, but it will take time for us to evolve. And you know, we've unsettled everyone. That was the purpose of joining this PISA. And but we have to work on this together moving forward. And I would want to have an opportunity to discuss more deeply with you the initiatives that we are doing, and because these are, we believe, the long lasting reforms that will move us forward. But it's going to be a long journey to regain, not regain, but to have address the challenge of quality, which I think it's not as though it fell. It is what it is for a long period of time.